Welcome back to PvP. This is the online weekly detailing show where we take one detailing product from one company and compare it to another detailing product from another company that does the same thing. In the last episode, we took a look at wheel cleaners, and we had two big boy companies in that. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you click on our beautiful faces and you'll be directed to that video. In this episode, we're going to be looking at shampoo. Now, I've got this product from an up-and-coming company called Glaze Technica. This is their shampoo.
I got a new product from an existing company, West Coast Customs, who just came out with their fine-tuned car care line.
So how are we going to do the testing? I know you've got your...
We're going to use our gas-powered pressure washer with the foam cannon, so we should be seeing a lot of Suds from both of these soaps hopefully, and we'll see how much clean power they can give us.
And we're going to do it on a 2017 Fiat Abarth. It's right behind us, it's red, it's small. And we'll see how it does. We're only going to do one test. We're going to spray it on with the foam cannon and just like Max said, see how it does without any sort of agitation from us. And then do you think we want to do the agitation, or do we want to...
No, I mean, elbow grease is going to do all the cleaning anyway, so
regardless,
we'll see what
right?
it does on its own.
Okay.
That way we can kind of see the cleaning power that it has.
So let's get started. So let's talk about the categories for the soaps, because when it comes to soap, I was doing a lot of research and I found 5 different categories that we can look into. The first being lubricity. Lubricity, do you want to go ahead and remind them what lubricity actually is?
Lubricity is basically the way the soap lifts the dirt from the car and either runs it down or allows you to wipe the car without scratching the car.
Okay.
So it creates like a barrier between the car and the dirt, so you don't drag the dirt across the paint. It's actually in between a layer of soap.
Okay. And who do you think got that one?
Definitely Glaze Technica.
Okay. You liked it?
Yes.
Would you
yes.
use it professionally?
Honestly, I would.
Yeah.
I'd probably use it more personally than professionally, but
it's funny because I'm kind of in that same boat too. Like, I want to use this stuff on my actual car and actually experience it for what it is. So then the next category is amount of suds and foam. This is important because obviously the more sudsy your soap is, the more foamy your soap is out of a foam cannon, the more grime pulling power it actually has. So what do you think?
Glaze Technica.
For sure?
Also, yes.
And now keep in mind
it's also good for pictures.
Yeah.
It actually looks badass in pictures.
Yeah. Now also keep in mind that we did use his gas-powered pressure washer. So that's pretty much like the best of the best that you can use for applying a foam cannon quality soap. So you think Glaze Technica got that one? Okay. The next category is pH balance. This is important because if you have a pH neutral soap, it's not going to strip any sort of protectants, waxes, sealants that you might already have on your car. And if you're washing it in the sun, it's going to give you a good wash without necessarily streaking your car or anything like that. The soap will rinse off no problem.
And that's very important because the last thing you want to do is apply wax to your car, and on your very next wash, you strip it.
Yeah.
So if you paid for that, that's a pointless expense that you had because you just stripped your own wax.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously for your car, it maintains a nice shine.
So well, actually, for this one, there's no way to actually test the pH balance. The manufacturers of the product have to tell you if it's pH balanced, and I think that's law. Although don't quote me on that. But Glaze Technica online, their bottle doesn't say anything, right? But online, they do confirm that this is pH balanced.
As far as West Coast Customs, we couldn't find anything online or doing any research if it was pH balanced or not. So
Okay.
we'd have to give that point to.
By default, we have to give it to
Yeah.
Glaze Technica. Okay. Now the next category, and this might not be as important to you or to a lot of people, but the biodegradableness or the biodegradable qualities of these soaps are important, because if you're washing your car outside, the last thing that you want is to let that soap run into the drain or your garden, and it ends up killing your grass, or killing some poor fish out in the sewers or whatever, wherever they might live. So unfortunately there we couldn't find anything for either one, so none of them get the point there. Now the last category is price, and this is important because you know what, for somebody might be willing to pay a little bit more and get a better quality product. Somebody might look for a better price but can make a product last, and that's going to be more subjective, but we do have the facts here. So Glaze Technica, for a 350 milliliter bottle, which converts to about 12 ounces, is $15. Okay. West Coast Customs, for a 48 ounce bottle of their stuff, is about $5.94 to $6 at your local Walmart. That is big.
That right there is something that's very important, because like I was telling you before, I actually use the West Coast Customs for a couple cars all the time throughout my week. And the thing about it is, it's not as sudsy when you use it with 1 ounce per half a bottle, but if you use more soap, it does get real foamy and sudsy, and it works really, really well. You just have to use more. But at that price, I mean, you can afford to throw a lot in there. You can afford to throw 5-6 ounces, and it's not going to hurt your pocket.
No.
So at a different point of view, I mean, you do get a big bang for your buck.
Yeah, you're getting about 3 to 4 times more with the West Coast Customs for what, $5, that $5-6 than this. Now again, this is clearly the winner of today's video by far, but if value is important to you, then West Coast Customs might be the winner for you. But at the end of the day, that value thing is going to be subjective. We have to give that point to West Coast Customs, because $5, $6 for 48 ounces is hard to beat from anywhere.
Yeah.
So for today, the winner is going to be Glaze Technica. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.